of the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff, and I am the owner of the Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop here in Montgomery, Texas. Thank you for tuning in, and if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. We're going to jump right in this week's episode into finished objects, and yes, I said objects plural, because there are 2 finished objects this week. One I actually finished last week, but I did not get the buttons in, so I'm counting it as a finished object for this week because everything is completely 100% finished on both projects. So if you can't tell already, I am wearing one, and this is the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. So it is huge. I did do the bonus clue, and I love that I did the bonus clue. I personally do not think I would have enjoyed the wrap nearly as much had I not done the bonus clue. So I'm going to take this off real quick. Okay. So yes, we know Stephen West does large shawls. However, he said this would be about the size of Speckle and Pop. No. This is at least the size of my Vertices Unite, if not bigger. So, I'm going to back up so you can see the whole thing. Ta-da! So you can see this fun little end, and then this really cool edge, which it's this edge bit that is Clue 5. So to me it gives it almost like a herringbone kind of pattern, which is really neat. So Clue 1 was the middle, Clue 2 is this wavy bit, Clue 3 is this striped section, so you stripe 2 colors. Clue 4 you do the 1 color waves, and then Clue 5 is this border. So if you come into the shop and you see Grace's, she did not do Clue 5, so it has a very different look. Not just that it's different colors, but it has a very different look. And mine, I don't know if the colors are really coming through today. It's super cloudy and rainy here, but I have like a deep purple, kind of almost burgundy wine color as my background, and then I have this, which is like this is my Clue, whoops, this is contrast color number 1, I believe, and this is a cream with teal, blue, pink, and purple specks in it. And then it's hard to tell in here, but the stockinette bits are 1 color, and that's Hawk by Hedgehog. These garter bits, that's Deja Vu by Hedgehog. So they blended really, really nicely. And then, of course, my contrast color number 4. Okay, so maintenance. Anyway, we're back. So this is contrast number 4, which is the Melted Baby Suri, which is in by Ching Fibers in the Oyster colorway. So overall, I am very happy with this gigantic shawl. It is normally not my colors, but it goes fairly well. I mean, it's poncho size, practically. So I still have to figure out exactly how I like to wear it, but this is kind of my go-to on wearing big shawls, is to drape the largest portion in the front and wrap it around the sides. So it works. It's definitely nice and warm and cozy for this rainy, nasty, icky weather. Sorry for all of the movement there that we've been having here in Texas. It is freezing cold. We're actually about to, I think tonight we're going to have our first freeze. Yeah, it's crazy. Fall said hi and we skipped right into winter. I don't get it, but it is a great opportunity to wear all the hand knits, and I'm loving that. So, okay, so this was my mystery knit along done. Whoop, whoop. Then, last week, I actually finished all the knitting portion of this. Then just had to do the steaming of the collar and sewing on the buttons. And so this is Josh's sweater completely done. Ta-da! It's blowing out, unfortunately, on the camera, but you can see all the buttons are sewn on. I'll give you a close-up of these buttons. Get it in focus here. Come on, focus. There, you might be able to see that one a little better. Anyway. Goodness gracious, why is this blowing out? Well, hopefully you can see it. It looks like a shield with swords crisscrossing and a crown on top in an antique silver color. So it looks awesome. I think Josh will love it. He has tried on almost the finished sweater. He did not. The last he tried it on, the collar was done, but the button bands were not done. But I know it fits him. And he has not seen it since buttons have been sewn on. So this is going to be a Christmas, not a Christmas present, a birthday present for him. And he will be getting this when we leave to go on his mystery birthday trip. So this will be awesome. The yarn that I knit this out of is not something that I sell in the shop. It is a very rustic wool, and I purchased it from the Woolly Thistle, which is an online yarn shop that specializes in really the rustic wools, the British wools, the really hardy, non-superwash, real woolly wools. And it is Harrisville Designs brand. It's their Watershed base, which is a worsted weight woolen spun yarn. And I believe the colorway is called Stonewashed, I think. Anyway, it's the dark, almost black colorway. But it has these fun little nibs of red and yellow and green and blue. So it adds some interest to the sweater overall. But I love it. The pattern is Mount Auburn cardigan. And it has these great cables all down here. And then a moss stitch on the side panels. I'm quite happy with it. And I may even end up borrowing the sweater too, because it's a nice, it fits Josh great. And on me, it's like this nice, cozy, oversized grandpa cardigan kind of. So you might see me wear it in the shop every now and then. I think I'm going to keep this up in the shop here just as kind of a shop sample, inspiration for some cable work, things like that. I've actually seen now, until I saw this sweater, I had never seen this type of cable, which is, it reminds me of like a Celtic knot, but it's elongated. And now I don't know if it's just become really popular or I'm just now noticing it, but I've seen several women's designed sweaters with it. Of course, the new issue of Pom Pom, which we should be getting in the store soon. It will go on sale November 17th. It has tons of cabling in their winter issue. The all about, what is it called? They're also launching a book, All About Knits, All About Winter. Knits About Winter. I can't remember the name, but we have that in stock as well. I have several of you that have asked me to hold a copy of either Pom Pom or the book or both aside for you. So if you do want me to hold a copy with your name on it, just let me know and I will create a post-it note for you. And then when it comes in, you can either place an online order and I will mail that reserved copy to you, or you can come by the shop and pick it up and pay for it. So, those are my 2 finished objects. Now on to works in progress. So, as you know, I am doing the year of the sweater. So 12 sweaters, 1 sweater per month, basically. And Josh's completed sweater ticked off number 11. So number 12 is going to be the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. And the yarn is actually now on its way to me. It got popped in the mail today. And it is a custom fade dyed by Suburban Stitcher, Diane. She is amazing. And I actually asked her when she was taking custom orders a while back because, she says on there, anyway, long story short, for like Jon Snow, and I think it was the Spanish Moss and the Oyster and a couple other colors. But then when she asked me, she was like, well, do you want me to customize it a little bit? And I was like, well, in a perfect world, I wouldn't have any green in it. It'd be more browns and grays fading into a really neutral cream. And that's what she dyed. It's so gorgeous. I mean, it's amazing. And I have heard that if she can replicate it, it will be some colors that she has available. And I am working with her on being a full-time stockist of her yarn. So that will be coming next year. Plus a trunk show as well. So stay tuned to our calendar for all of the events that we have. So my Comfort Fade Cardi, as soon as it comes in, or not the cardi, but the yarn for the cardi, as soon as that comes in, I'll wind it up and cast it on. My goal, it'll probably arrive this week. Yes, it'll arrive this week. It may come as early as Wednesday, just depending on how it was shipped. I think it's USPS, so it might take a little longer. If I can cast it on, sorry, my eyelash is pinching. No, these are not my real eyelashes. I get those magnetic kind, just in case somebody cares. Anyway, this is not, as Amy from Stranded Podcast would say, this is not a eyelash podcast. This isn't a weather podcast. This is a knitting podcast. And that was my horrible attempt at a British accent. So, I have not had enough coffee today, or I've had too much. I don't know. Back to what I was talking about. I plan... I've been up since 5:30 this morning, and I worked out. But it's not a workout podcast either. Comfort Fade Cardi. I will get this. I am planning on casting it on as soon as I get the yarn. So hopefully by Thursday or Friday at the latest, I will cast it on. My goal, and this is a super auspicious... I can't even talk. Super auspicious. Yeah. Super scary goal. There we go. I may not use the big words today. To finish it by December 1st. Yeah, a whole month ahead of schedule. It is DK weight, and it is mostly garter. So I have those two things going for me. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Anyway. For sure, finishing it before we leave on our trip, which is like December 14th, I believe. So, that I know I will be able to do. But now moving on to actual works in progress that I have right now. So, as some of you know, if you've watched earlier episodes, I was test knitting a pattern for Lavanya, and I failed to complete it by the test day. Oh, I'm so sorry. this pattern for me, I got bored with it, I think. And then I was also trying to do my sweaters, and I was feeling like I was getting behind on my sweaters, so I was working on them. And I don't know. But I'm picking it back up, and I've actually made a decent amount of progress. So the pattern is Soul Queen. It is available now on Ravelry. It is a great pattern if you want to practice brioche, I'll say monotonously. Not monotonously, but with a nice amount of repetition, but with breaks. And so, I've got the hiccups now. So this is the start of the pattern. So you can see, you start off, and your increases are not in brioche, it's in garter stitch actually. So that's nice if you're uncomfortable with brioche increases or decreases at the moment. So you start off with a few rows of brioche, and then you have a little eyelet garter section. Then a few more rows of brioche, eyelet garter, a few more, and you repeat all the way up. And you repeat this, I think I have 1 or 2 more repeats, and then go into a little bit of brioche increasing to create kind of a nice little edge. But with the way you increase, you get these nice little wedges of color on the side, which is really cute. And it really so this is the right side. So I picked a really neutral mohair, which is my background. So this is the back side where you can really see the mohair, really neutral. And this is the front side, which for me is the ColourPop. You can do it either way. She wrote it originally in the Baby Suri alpaca. However, it's easily modified to hold 2 strands of mohair. You will need 2 skeins of mohair unless you happen to have a skein of mohair that is over 500 yards. I happen to. Or actually, no, it would just need to be over 440. I think the Qing mohair would work 1 skein. I don't think the hedgehog does, because the hedgehog, I believe, is a little bit short on that. But anyway, we can help you figure that out. So this is the pattern called Soul Queen. I believe, I need to recount, but I believe I just have this repeat section, which will be like this one up here, and 1 more, and then I do the edge. So I am getting close to that. So this is what I'm going to be working on until I get in my yarn for the Comfort Fade Cardi. So hopefully I can get some good progress made on this. I would like to finish it before the end of the year. So my goal, once I finish my Comfort Fade Cardi, my goal will then be to finish as many works in progress that I have started this year, to finish them before the new year starts. So that's one of them. That's Soul Queen. The other one is my second Birds of a Feather, which is in the Moody Blues by Suburban Stitcher. I actually got some more work done on this one, and I think changing out the needles, I had some old Knitter's Pride carbons, and I think the joins are starting to fail on them, because I've had those for years. They've had a lot of knitting miles on them, and so I switched it out to my Chiagus, and I've already, like, in 20 minutes I did like 4 rows. So this is gonna definitely help. So I'm gonna alternate going back and forth. Sorry, I had a rogue ball of yarn. Going back and forth between working on Birds of a Feather, which we still have our Birds of a Feather knit along. You still have until November 30th to finish your Birds of a Feather. We have 3 people that are already finished. We have 2 others. Of course, obviously, I'm doing it with you guys. I'm not in the running for the prize, obviously. We have 2 others that are over halfway done. So you guys have plenty of time to finish. And I believe there's 2 other people that joined in, and I don't know your progress yet because I haven't seen progress pictures, or I haven't seen you in the shop. So if you're working on it, let me know. I would love to kind of keep track with your name on there. And I can't wait to see all of your finished birds of a feather. This knit along has been really fun. And so we're going to do a new knit along starting at the first of the year. So be sure and stay tuned in the shop or with our email newsletter for the information and details on that. You do not have to be here in the shop to participate. You can participate if you're one of our online customers. So you can participate virtually as well. It's going to be a fun knit along. And it's not just one pattern. It will be a multitude of patterns that you can choose your ability level. If you've never done a project like this, you can pick super easy one. We'll have classes actually to go along with it in the shop. If you are never knitted this kind of a thing before, have no idea what you're doing, or brand new knitter, but you want to jump in, you can do this from I literally learned to knit yesterday, or I've been knitting for 40 plus years. You can join in on this knit along. So it'll be really awesome, and we're going to have good prizes too. So remember, the Birds of a Feather prize will be your choice of a color of the knitter's backpack. So currently I still have all 5 of the colors in stock. So as long as that still happens, November 30th, then you will have all of the colors to pick from. So it is limited to the colors that I carry and I have in stock in the store. But like I said, that's 5 colors. So surely there'll be a color that you like and want. So I have the Birds of a Feather, the Soul Queen. That's finished. That's been finished for a long time. I have my Kyler wrap, which I actually got a little... No, I didn't get any work done on this. Never mind. But I'm in the... Why do I always stop this one like 10 stitches in? Only this wrap. I don't know. But you can see I've got a nice section of lace. I've got a decent little section of stockinette. So still a ways to go on that one. That is being knit out of Red Stag Fiber Passport, the merino fingering. What else do I have in here? Oh, so I really only have wow, I only have 4 works in progress right now. This is really cool. So this one is the My Chrysalis shawl. I think this is the front. Pretty sure this is the front. So I've done a decent amount on it. And this is using Melted Baby Suri alpaca and Qing fiber sock. So the sock, which is this rusty color, is called Annie, and the Qing fiber, I believe this is Smoke. We will be carrying the Qing fiber Melted Baby Suri. They are dyeing up the order actually right now. Yay! So hopefully we actually have 2 Qing orders in the works right now. One, I believe, is shipping out this week. It will not have Melted Baby Suri on it, but it will have lots of fingering, skinny single, sock, mohair. I think that's it for that one. Then the second one will have tons of Melted Baby Suri, DK, merino DK, and maybe some more sock. But anyway, lots of awesomeness is coming in the next coming weeks. We also have an order from Yarn Carnival that'll be coming in as well. So I believe a lot of this will come in before Thanksgiving. Yay! So stay tuned to our Instagram. As soon as we get in the Qing order, I know there's several of you with some special orders, custom orders on that. As soon as it comes in, I will shoot you a text message or an email or a phone call or whatever means of communication that I have for you to let you know that your order is in, because I know you guys have been waiting very patiently. It took me a while to get my order in, and then it's taken her a while to get the order processed. So I apologize for the delay in all of those. Hopefully it's letting you get a little bit of time to knit up any languishing works in progress. So I think that's it. Oh, no, it's not. We did get in some new things today. You might have noticed the back wall here is set up a little bit differently, and there's a few holes because I brought a few things over. We are now carrying Attenti bags, and Attenti bags are these really cool handmade notions pouches, bucket bags, overnight bags, purses, satchels, etc. that are great for keeping your projects in, great for keeping your notions all together and your tools together, or just as a fun luggage piece or as a fun purse. They're really, really cool. The neat thing is they're all handmade. They're made out in California, and each one is impeccably finished. The quality is amazing. They're not super cheap, but they're also, some of them are I think they're very reasonably priced for the quality that is put into them. So I'm going to show you a couple things. First off, we have, this is called the Mama Llama tool bag, and you can see it's actually quite large. So here's a skein of DK for reference. You could actually put a skein of yarn in here. But it's the Mama Llama bag, and so it has this fun stripe on it. It's actually quite sturdy. You can see it doesn't really like fold over. It's lined beautifully. It has the Attenti bag logo in here. And so this is great for your tools. You can keep needles in here. You can keep we have the little pouches and the little containers of stitch markers. You can throw those in here with needles, your scissors. You could put beads in here. You could put a skein of yarn, especially if you had a project with a lot of mini skeins. This might be fun to store all of your mini skeins in. Or if you just have a sock project, this will easily fit a sock. And so this would fit inside your bag or your purse, things like that. So we have several of these, all in the same Mama Llama and striped fabric. So those are great. These are 45. Then we have, this one's also with the Mama Llama fabric. It's so cute. So this is what they call the bucket basket. So this is great to put in your living room or your craft room. And it's just so nice. So you have these are big outside pockets. Each pocket is lined with this beautifully shimmery silk. And then you've got the stripe, and it's all canvas, and it's all been lined, and it's just amazing. And you've got this black is actually like suede, and the handles are suede. And then, I don't know if you can really see in here, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets on the inside. Let's see if you can. See if I can get it to where you can see. There you go. You can kind of see. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5 on the other side. So great for sticking your needles, your notions, your scissors, everything else. And this easily holds a sweater project or several. You can even fit like a French bag in here, or the Modern Skein bags. They fit inside. Size-wise, it's not too dissimilar from a knitter's backpack, but no backpack option. So this is more of just like a basket tote with the handles. Then we have some of the larger overnight bags. One's over there. We've got this cute little Sherpa caddy. We've already sold out. That's the last one that we've got. There's like a crossbody bag behind me. There's the brighter large zipper. And the nice thing is almost all of these are zippered. So if you are a really big fan of a zipper tote, these are great for you. This one's my favorite. I do not need another bag, but if I did, this would have come home with me. Look at this. It's so pretty. It's got this gorgeous woven plaid, and then you have this Sherpa lining, and then it's this suede yumminess for the handles. And then inside you have pockets, and then on this side there's a zippered pocket as well. So this is easily a tote bag, purse. It's very sturdy. I have a weight inside to keep it standing up, but it's very sturdy. And it's gorgeous. And it's so cute and wintry with these little pom-poms on it. Ding, 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 ding. So anyway, I think that's a cute bag as well. They're all of the Atenti bags are listed on the website. I will ship them as well. Yeah, I think that's about it. So upcoming events this week is the cookie swap. So if you are in town and you want to participate, all you need to do is on the 16th and 17th, that's Friday and Saturday, bring in a plate of cookies. You don't have to make them yourself, but please don't bring in just a bag of like Milanos or something. Like, put them on a tray, make them look nice. And you receive a 5% off your order. Whatever you purchase that day is just not combined with other discounts that we have going on in the store. So there's a couple things that we have on sale. You wouldn't be able to take an additional 5% off of those. But anything else, 5% off. And what else? Then next, I guess the week after will be Thanksgiving week. And of course, the day before Thanksgiving, we will be open 10 to 2 though. So we will have reduced hours on Wednesday. Then we will be open Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, normal 10 to 5 hours, normal sit and stitch, the whole bit. We'll have great, amazing sales. We will have the same sales both Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, so don't feel like you are going to miss out on something. I mean, Friday, if we sell out, that's what you would miss out, but you would get the same deal on both days. And we'll be offering a similar special on Cyber Monday for our online people, online customers. So I have rattled on for quite a while now. Trying to think what else. Oh, December 8th, we have a trunk show from Savvy Skeins coming in, so be sure and stop by and say hi. Savvy Skeins was one of the first brands that I carried in the shop when I still had an online shop, so she's been with me from the beginning. So come by and say hi. She's going to be bringing lots of different bases and amazing new colors that she's cooked up, so you don't want to miss that. We will be having a December movie. I don't think it's going to be a movie night. I think we're going to do an Saturday afternoon movie. I'm still double checking the date on when we're going to do that though. So watch the newsletter. If you're not getting the newsletter, sign up for the newsletter. If you're not following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook too. I'm not as active on Facebook. I will just tell you that right now. But if you comment or anything on one of the Instagram posts, I'll get back to you right away. Of course, you can always email me as well, and that's themodernskein@gmail.com. Our Instagram is themodernskein, and my personal is Mrs._Sharon_Graff, Graff, and I think that's about it. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this podcast, it would really help us out if you give the thumbs up button, the like, and the subscribe button a hit. That helps us rank up in the YouTube world and gives me nothing. I don't care. I don't do this. I don't do that for money or anything. But what it does do is it lets our videos come up on the recommended for you thing for other people and new people to find out about the shop and the podcast. So thank you so much again for tuning in, and we'll hope to see you in the shop or online very, very soon. Bye-bye.